Morning, everybody. Morning, internet. Saturday morning, dreary morning. It ain't too bad out here, actually. I kind of like weather like this. It ain't too cold, no wind, and it's early. Start the day early, start the day positive. So y'all know I'm always thinking, so I had to share this thought with y'all. I had a discussion with my barber. You know, if you go to a barber, you get your hair cut in a barber shop, you know that there's a lot of discussion to be had among various topics. It's not always just sports, but I like the culture in the particular in my barber shop because it's a great culture for men, particularly black men, to thrive and have positive, meaningful discussions. And I love my barber for that. So, Mr. Terry, if you're watching it, if you get around to watching this, I appreciate you. Hey, bro, what's up, big bro? How you doing, man? Long time no hear from. I hope the girls are okay. The wife, the kids. Good to hear from you. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic too, that what I'm about to kind of get into. So I appreciate that. So I was doing some thinking. I was in a barber shop yesterday, and I was talking to my barber about cheating, like infidelity, being faithful, unfaithful, etc. Particularly for men. Now you hear a lot of talk in regards to this topic for men, and it's always negative. Now you're probably thinking, well, Tim, cheating, infidelity, being unfaithful or disloyal to someone, that's not positive. You can never have a positive conversation about that. But I'm not looking to glorify or to uplift cheating. I'm looking to just talk about it in a productive way. Usually, you know, because the type of society we have, we like shun topics like this, cheating. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to associate with it. We just want to like leave it at that and then call it a day. But he and I were talking. I was like, what do you think are some of the reasons that men cheat? Like, why do we do it? Some of the men, you know, of course, everyone cheats. You know, a lot of women will sit here and say only men cheat. Men will get defensive and say, well, women cheat too. They just probably don't get caught, or et cetera, et cetera. That's not the argument I want to have. I want to focus on the why. Now, my barber was a little stumped. He couldn't really think about why. He couldn't really think about like one definitive answer. He said it could be someone could just be greedy and selfish and not really have much will. And once they get to the, you know, crossroads of should I or shouldn't I, they just do it. It could be they may not be getting satisfied at home, and it's not always just sexual. It could be on an intimate level, intimacy. It could be sharing interests. It could be the whole nine. So it's the dogs going at it. Two puppies going at it. They think they're bigger than they really are. But I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts. So I think personally, primarily, the biggest reason is a lack of understanding of yourself. I think you don't really understand what you require and what you want. So when you get into a relationship, you'll start to learn a little bit more about yourself that maybe would have been great for you to know beforehand. And you start to realize some of the needs that you need that you don't get. So I think that's like one of the more primary reasons, but I didn't want this one to be long. Hey, John, I'm glad everything's good with you, man. Tell your family I asked about them. I hope everything is well. I hope work is great. I hope everything's good for you. It's nice to hear from you, man. We got to link up. But yeah, I just want to hear everyone's thoughts on this topic. I just want to hear, I know it's early Saturday. A lot of you probably still sleeping. Some of you up early at work, doing your thing at work. Some of you probably not doing your thing at work. But when you get a chance, you know, just drop your comments on this video. Let me know what you think. I would really interested to hear some of your thoughts. And again, the question is, in your opinion, what are some of the more primary reasons that men are unfaithful? Why do they cheat in relationships? I think the popular choice is, oh, they're greedy. They just want sex and they just want more women. One rule that my barber said was, that men are primarily raised, especially by other men, that the more women you have, the better you are. And the more women you have, the more the higher up on the pedestal you are. You just it's something to be glorified. So just wipe the rain off the lens here. So I thought that was interesting. His opinion is, some men cheat because they feel like, oh, I need more women for self-validation, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I would love to hear everyone's thoughts, ladies included. But ladies, I urge you to stay positive. Try not to speak from a biased or hurt point of view if you're a victim of infidelity. And I would love to hear a lady be honest, and if they cheated before, if they were unfaithful before, what their perspective was like, what caused them to get into that situation. So I hope everyone's morning is productive, and I hope to hear from some of you very soon. In the meantime, everybody, check out the podcast if you haven't already. I'll drop the link in this video once I post it. And until the next time, everybody, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your week, enjoy the rest of your month.